Hi, my name is Krusty Loves for you who don't know me, which is probably about everybody at this point. But this video is a serious video. I've received about between 40 and 50, maybe a little bit more, messages from people who keep asking me about the same question. I'm going to read the most recent one just so you know kind of what I'm going on with. Let's see here. It says, dude, I have this girl that she loves me and I really don't like her, and she keeps saying things so sweet I can't help but smile. Should I tell her the truth or just keep it a secret? I mean, I don't want her to be hurt like this. And when he says that, he's talking about my video, Broken Hearts, Lies, and Truth. And, well, I'm going to just give a few different scenarios here, because I don't know your exact problem. And I'm leaving your name out of this, because there's so many others. But I'm just going to say this scenario. And if this helps other people, good. First off, don't do it through text messaging. If you're going to admit to somebody, sorry, I don't like you like that, I mean, don't do it through text messaging. Second off, leave on a good terms. You never know what the future holds. In the future, that could be a make it or break it point for a lot of different things. She may end up being your boss one day, and you definitely want that to be a good thing. You know, like, oh, yay, you know. She may end up, you know, you may get arrested one day, and she may be the arresting officer. I mean, leave on good terms. Remain friends if possible, and a good percent of the time, you can. Let's see here. You know, don't do it over the phone at all. Not just texting, but it's got to be in person, because it's got to be like she means enough to you, or he means enough to you that it's not something that can just be thrown through a phone call. Alright, now this one is only for the people who've said that I heart you to the person that they do not heart. Well, bad. They're going to probably get angry more so than the others, and they have a right to be. So you're just going to have to accept the fact that, you know, you're going to have to explain to them and let them be angry and not get angry back, because the calmer you are, the quicker they'll, you know, chill out. And if they happen to start yelling, start whispering, get quieter, because that makes them have to get quieter to hear you. Okay? So don't do it in a public place, especially if you've told them that you've loved them and you don't. But if you have, that's a bad mistake. Never tell someone you love them if you don't, because the heart is a serious matter. Let's see here. And last but not least, tell them that you want to remain friends. You know, tell them that you still want them in your life, and that you do value their friendship and their company. Just tell them that you don't want to destroy that friendship or that connection by turning it into a relationship, and, you know, because it'll never be that friendship again. You know, just be calm about it, be collective, and be respectful, because they're most likely going to get angry, most likely going to say some mean things. But, and that's not always the case, but, you know, try to remain friends. And, let's see here, I've got so many bad relationship stories. For those of you who have me on Facebook, you already know this. For those of you that don't have me on Facebook, add me. Just look up Justy Emmons. My profile picture has my blue hair. Let's see here. Oh, this story is really bad. This is my first relationship. my first serious relationship. I'll say that. I don't think middle school counts as a serious relationship, in my opinion, because you're all like, oh, we're dating. 2 weeks later, you're like, oh, we're not dating. You're dating someone else. I'm dating someone else. And then 2 weeks later, you're like, oh, you want to go back out? Sure, let's go back out. Let's go hang. You know, and you go back and forth and back and forth. And it's just, you know, it's whatever. I mean, of course you're going to cry when you get broken up with, you know, or, you know, whatever. But middle school dating's not serious. High school dating, somewhat serious, somewhat just wanting to get laid for some people. I mean, not that I was like that, but, you know. So the first girlfriend, serious girlfriend I ever had, her name, I'll say her first name, start with an M. I'm not going to say her name, just whatever. We'll just call her Mirandy. Yeah. So Mirandy and I, this is how we met. I was talking to my friend Brandon, and me and Brandon have been going out on double dates for a while. You know, one of us will find a girl and hook the other one up with a friend, and then vice versa. You know, we were always, you know, PICs, partners in crime. Everybody's got that. So, I didn't know it at the time, but Brandon gave her my number, and she started calling me. And she, like, I was sitting downstairs on the computer. We had this is like 2002, and we had a Windows 98 that was so slow, and we had dial-up internet. For those of you who are old, over the age of 17, you know, that might know what dial-up was. The one who's like, anyways, so I'm sitting there on the computer, and the phone rings. I pick it up, and there's girls on the line, and I'm just like, huh. She wouldn't tell me her name or nothing, nada, and I was freaking out a little bit. This is in the summer between 9th and 10th grade, you know, and if she wouldn't tell me how she got my number, she wouldn't tell me anything. All she would say is that I was a cute guy, and she just wanted to talk. So I talked. We talked about nothing really. Oh, so what's this? Like, oh, how are you? How old are you? Blah, 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 blah. What's your name? She wouldn't tell me that. Blah, blah, blah. What do you like to do for fun? What movies do you like? What's your favorite type of music? You know, those are your high school dating questions. So we asked that, and we get through all that stuff, and, you know, hang up the phone. We had 3-hour conversation. Good sign for, you know, high school. You're like, hey, 3 hours means something, yeah. So, you know, next day, down on the computer again. Typing. Ring. Hello? This time she had a friend over who, at the time, I didn't realize this, but Mirandy actually knew me from the past, because me and Ariel went on a date, her friend, and Mirandy was there and seen me, and it was the day we broke up, or me and Ariel broke up. So anyways, so I'm sitting there, and so me, Ariel, and Mirandy were on the phone talking and stuff, and just having a good laugh, and I was like, oh, so what, are you my stalker now? She goes, oh, you wish. You know how girls have that little attitude. So we have another conversation, hang up. Next day, I lived across the street, across the bridge. There was a park, Mark Watson Park, in my town. So I biked over there, because they had the bumps, and, you know, teenagers like to hit those things and pretend like they're flying in the air, so whee! And there was a girls' softball game going on. So, you know, I'm riding around, whee! You know, just going as fast as I can on my speed bike and jumping those things, getting a total of like half a foot in the air, but I felt like a man, you know. And I'd ride home. Well, I ride home about 7:30. It's about getting dark, you know. So I get home, go inside, clean up, go eat dinner, go downstairs, and sure enough, about 9:30, phone rings again. Pick it up. Hey, I seen you at Mark Watson Park today. Huh? She's like, yeah, I seen you riding around your bike. How'd you know that? You know, I was in the softball game, so now it started going through my head, okay, what girls did I see at the softball game? You know, because a guy at my age is going to watch girls that are about his age playing softball in those short shorts. Come on now, it's science. So, I was like, oh man, I don't remember no faces. So, I was like, so you are my stalker? And she's like, yeah, I'm your stalker. And I was like, sweet, I got it. I was like, yes, I have a stalker. Yes! For every guy that age is like, oh, yeah, I know it's going to end well for me. So I was like, alright. So we talked on and on for about another 2 weeks. So, you know, overall about 3 weeks. And I was like, you know what? Let's meet up at the movies. She was like, okay. So, my dad has this old school, like, 1989 Ford van with like 3 rows of freaking like bus seats in the back and 2 front seats, and I pimped that thing out this summer before, or that Christmas. I bought like 4 big speakers, 2 tweeters, and subwoofer, installed them in that thing, and a CD player. So I was bumping some music, riding in an old white like wreck van, going to the movies with my dad driving, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be all cool like that, because at the time I was like, fucking, I have nothing else to get there for, so I'm playing my music last weekend. So got there, got out of the van, and I didn't know what she looked like, but she knew what I looked like. So we went inside, blah blah blah, came back out, blah blah blah, and things were good. Things were really good. I got a kiss. Anyways, we dated for a total of 1.5 years, and our breakup was bad. Really bad. I have never since then had such a bad breakup. I mean, I'm talking about the omega breakups of breakups here. Like, it got anyways, so we ended up arguing. She ended up cheating on me with a guy, and 2 weeks later I ended up hooking up with this chick, and I didn't know it at the time, but you know, she cheated on me, and I got KO'd. I was like, we're over, girl. Bye. After 1.5 years, we even lived together in high school for 3.5 months, which is a long time, while going to school. I mean, there's a whole nother story there. I'll get into that later, but so, and it ended badly, and I got this. This is where this tattoo comes from. It's from that relationship. So I was like, I put my heart back together, because I'm telling you now, you know, if you're gonna get into something, know what you're getting into. You know, I'll explain more about that later. But have a good day, Kinksters. By the way, I'm gonna start calling you guys the Kinksters. So tell me what you think about that. Leave it down below. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Yeah.